This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 1093, Controlling the Urge to Splurge by Sam of FinancialSamurai.com. And hi again, welcome to the Saturday edition of Optimal Finance Daily. My name is Dan, I am your host, and I'm here every single day reading to you from some of the best personal finance blogs on the planet. Before we continue, I want to tell you about Fundrise, the first investment platform to offer a low-cost, simple way for anyone to access the historically consistent returns of real estate. Fundrise has earned a place on Forbes' list of most innovative companies year after year, and it also received the title Best Real Estate Investment Platform 2019 during the FinTech Breakthrough Awards. I'm going to share more about how Fundrise is revolutionizing the investment world at the end of this episode. In the meantime, visit fundrise.com/OFD. That's fundrise.com/OFD to have your first 3 months of fees waived. For now, let's get right to our post as we start optimizing your life. Controlling the Urge to Splurge by Sam of FinancialSamurai.com. I went shopping this weekend to buy myself a new pair of comfortable brown leather loafers for work. I've worn my $60 Timberland loafers from Shoe Pavilion, a discount store, for the past 2 years, and they're starting to get holes. I have to say, when it comes time to shop for work clothes, I'm just so uninterested. To me, shopping for work clothes becomes a work expense I resent. Because dressing reasonably professionally is a necessity at work, I feel I'm not spending my money on what I want, and that annoys me. My ideal outfit, after all, is a t-shirt, a well-worn pair of jeans, and flip-flops. I decided I wasn't going to buy the same old boring shoes anymore. I was on a shoe revolt. Instead of going to DSW Shoe Company or Ross Dress for Less, I went to Barney's, New York to buy a $435 pair of Todd's loafers. I've actually been eyeing this shoe for more than 2 years and just couldn't find my size when it went on sale for only $250 last Christmas. It's a good-looking shoe, with beautiful leather and a nice rubber sole. However, there's no way in heck it's worth $435, or 5 times what I'd normally pay for shoes. That said, I bought it anyway, because I wanted to enjoy the shoe, at least temporarily, before I see the charge come up on my credit card bill online. I've really spent $0, because the credit card is a wonderful tool to temporarily borrow something without any cash outlay. Where people seem to get in trouble is when they actually keep the item. Go figure. Barney's has a 30-day return policy, and I expect to tempt myself for at least a couple weeks before I wake up, smack myself, and realize that $435 is just an absolutely ridiculous sum of money to spend on loafers. I'm just being lazy and not searching cheaper stores for equally attractive shoes. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy these loafers to my heart's content. My system of resisting the urge to splurge is quite simple. Number 1. Splurge on things if you really want it, but make sure there's a return policy and that you understand the terms. The initial point of purchase is generally the highest point of euphoria, especially when not paying cash. The euphoria tends to fade over time, and the dread mounts when the bill comes due. If there was a return policy on cars, I'd be all over it. But as my wife always says when I'm about to buy a new car, there's no return policy. 2. Enjoy the item for the life of the return policy minus 1 day. You need to enjoy the good for as long as possible to rid yourself of the desire for that good. Return it 1 day before it's due at the latest because you may forget or the store may try to manipulate you into not being able to return the good. 3. Take the cost of the item and multiply it by 130% to get the pre-tax income you need to make and spend. Take this pre-tax income and divide it by your hourly wage to figure out how many hours you need to work to buy that good. The first exercise is generally enough to make me not buy anything wasteful. It's the second item that really pushes me over the edge. 4. Remind yourself never to pay full retail. The reason why luxury goods manufacturer LVMH has 90% gross margins is because they charge customers 9 times their manufacturing cost. Try your hardest to find a similar good at a much cheaper price during that borrowing period. Make it an adventure in savings, if you will. 5. Finally, take a look at that credit card bill online and tell yourself how good it'll feel not having to pay such debt and return the darn thing. The reward for not splurging is the cash and savings that remains in your bank account. Think about the lost investment returns you'll be missing and remind yourself that the money you spent is less money you'll have for achieving early retirement. After all these defenses, there are some things in life you just have to have, such as that fine Rolex watch you've waited 10 years for ever since graduation. Whatever the case may be, I firmly believe one should be able to treat oneself within reason. For a car, my limit is spending no more than 1/10 of my gross income. It's just when you want to have that second watch, that fifth pair of jeans, or third LV handbag where things start spiraling out of control. I think you'll have fun resisting the urge to splurge with the 5 defenses I just talked about because you're actually getting to enjoy the item without having to buy it. Don't ever feel guilty returning an item. It is your right and your early retirement prerogative. You just listened to the post titled Controlling the Urge to Splurge by Sam of FinancialSamurai.com. And thanks once again to Fundrise, which makes real estate investing an accessible opportunity to anyone due to its investor-first and low-cost model. Investing in real estate has been a historically exciting and satisfying investment strategy. Instead of trying to navigate the complicated world of investing on your own, Fundrise gives you access to high-quality private market real estate projects. Each project is carefully vetted and managed by Fundrise's own team of real estate professionals. Many successful investors understand the importance of a diverse portfolio to improve its strength and potential for results. The future of real estate investing is here. Visit fundrise.com/OFD. That's fundrise.com/OFD to have your first 3 months of fees waived. And that is it for today. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow for the Sunday show, where your optimal life awaits.